What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video here. Been a while since I did a quick video for you guys, but I'll have some information I want to share with you. First and foremost, as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, supporting Royal Movement and myself. It means so much to me. You know, I've dedicated myself to this, and you know, it's something I want, you know, to hopefully grow into something pretty major in the near future. But you know, without you guys, it's nothing. So thank you again for your continued support. You guys want to make sure now, like the new Facebook page. I got a Royal Movement Facebook page I just put together there, so you guys can share your feedback, give me your information, share your stories with me as well. You know, I'll keep you guys posted daily on, you know, what we've got going on, where we're headed, you know, products, things like that. So, you know, thank you guys again. Like the Facebook page. Also, you want to make sure to get you a Royal Movement t-shirt. That's at royalmovement.bigcartel.com. $15 a t-shirt. You don't have to worry about your size running out or anything like that. They are pre-ordered, so you order it, you'll go ahead and get them pressed up, shipped out to you. Takes about a week and a half to get your t-shirt. So, you know, you guys, a lot of different colors there also, so check that out. $20 ship, can't really beat that. For, you know, like I said, support the message there. Before I actually get to the stories today, I got a couple of stories I want to share with you guys. I also want to plug a magazine that I frequently read for the last couple of years it's been. But it's Heavy Hitters magazine. I don't know if you guys have seen this. They have them on newsstands everywhere. They come out once every couple of months, I believe. You know, but it's basically telling the story of the rich and not so famous, people who have made names for themselves in whatever industry that they're in. A lot of them come from nothing, you know, to make, you know, such wealth. You know, it's amazing. And they share their story, they share a couple of their goodies, their cars and things like that. This is an auto magazine, so there's a lot of eye candy, but it's a good read. If you get into the story, very motivational. So you guys make sure to check that out. It's Heavy Hitters magazine. But let me go ahead and get into the stories real quick. This actually comes from one person who got two stories here, and it's a good friend of mine, somebody I actually I grew up with here in Tucson. I'm good friends with his brother, and I used to work with him, and he moved out to Las Vegas, and he's actually a marathon runner now. And just to even say that he's a marathon runner, it's amazing, because he wasn't the most fit person that I knew. You know, wasn't the most coordinated person. He wasn't very athletic at all. No disrespect to him, he's my boy, but he, you know, and for him to turn his life around and to, you know, to do what he does now, it's amazing. It's nothing short of amazing. So, you know, I asked him if he would like to share a story of his with mine, and you know, he was more than happy to do so. So I do appreciate it, Will. So I'm gonna go ahead and share his story with you guys, and that's it. Let me see. So the first story is actually about when he first started getting into running here. And he says that when I started running, I weighed about 260 pounds. I was extremely unhealthy and lacked motivation to do just about anything. My brother saw where I was headed, and inspired by watching a marathon on television, suggested that we train for and run a half marathon, which is 13.1 miles. And they were going to do that together. I agreed, believing that there was no way I would be able to accomplish such a thing. When I first started running, I couldn't run 2 miles, and I was filled with self-doubt. I worked for months, lost weight, and gained confidence. Finally, in January of 2005, I completed my first half marathon. I realized that I could accomplish anything I put my mind to. Since then, I have gone on to complete many races, ranging in distance from a half marathon all the way up to 100 miles. Like I said, that's just an incredible story. For running, the endurance involved in running, I started, you know, running on the treadmill. For me to do a mile, it's a lot for me, so I can't even imagine 13.1 miles, let alone 100 miles. So, you know, definitely something that takes a lot of dedication, a lot of drive, and a lot of focus. So, you know, that definitely is something that Royal Movement, you know, embodies, you know, representing that passion, that focus, and that drive. And then his second story is actually about his first 100-mile race that he completed. And this story here, I've read this story from his brother who's blogged before, and it's a great story. I don't know if his brother has the story still up on his blog or if he still blogs, but it's a long read, but it keeps you very interested. But his story basically is, well, let me read what he wrote here. The story is from a race called the Labor of Love 100, a 100-mile race outside of Las Vegas. This was my first 100-mile race, and I was pumped. I trained for months. My brother and a few friends gave up their weekend to help me out and keep me going. A race that distance is all about overcoming adversity. During the race, I dealt with dehydration, nausea, blisters on my feet, and all sorts of issues. I pushed through and dealt with it, with all of them until about 77 miles. It was about 4 o'clock a.m. I had been running or walking for about 21 hours. I was cold, exhausted, my feet were throbbing, and I felt like I couldn't go on anymore. After everything, I wanted to quit. A very kind and amazing volunteer let me sit in her car with her heater turned on. My friend, who was part of the crew, tried to encourage me. All I wanted to do was stop. After sitting in the car for a few minutes, I started to think about all the sacrifices I made to be there, the months of hard work and dedication, as well as the time I had spent out there to get to this point. And I decided that I had come too far to stop. About 8 hours later, I finally crossed the finish line for my first 100-mile race. And again, 100 miles, that's crazy, because I can't even walk 2 miles without crying. So, Will, thank you for sharing your story. I certainly do appreciate it. And you guys out there, if you guys have stories you want to share, it can be anything. If you're working on a goal, if you're going to overcome any kind of adversity to, reach a certain point in your life where you're happy, I want to hear about it. I want to share that story, because that's what Royal Movement's about. It's not about being in business or anything like that. It's just about, success in any shape, any form of fashion. And, everybody has dreams. Everybody has somewhere they want to go. So, share your story. It keeps you motivated. It inspires other people. It keeps me motivated. It inspires me. Everybody's story. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm inspired by everybody else's success. So I want to be able to share that. Also, I did forget to mention here, I did come across some Royal Movement stickers that I had made up. I don't have them on hand with me, but I do have them. If you guys want, I'll give them out to you guys. Just send me a self-addressed, self-stamped envelope to Royal Movement. That's P.O. Box 26099, Tucson, Arizona 85726. I will also be receiving some Royal Movement bands very soon, and I'll be selling those very cheap. I think like $2 or $3. I'll get those out. So, if you guys want to get your hands on those, I'll let you know when I have them available. Like I said, make sure to like the Facebook page, the Royal Movement Facebook page. I'll have all the information available there. Continued success to you guys. But thank you again. You guys take it easy. Peace.
The youngin' on this grind, youngin' on this grind, youngin' on this grind.